What's going on, everybody? It's your boy JD, and thank you for viewing Coast to Coast Gamers. Yeah, I know. It's been a while since I've actually said anything on my videos, but it'll be a long time before I do this again. Right now, I feel like straight hammer crap today. Uh, yeah, but anyways, here playing NBA Live 19. This is game 54. About to play an important game. About to play against the Houston Rockets. But as you can see, I got the standings, and we're in second place in the Western Conference. And the last time the Jazz was ever in second place was during the 1999-2000 season. And that's the last time the Jazz ever got that high in the Western Conference. Even though the Jazz didn't get that far, they lost in the second round against the Portland Trailblazers. That's when Scottie Pippen was playing for the Trailblazers. That's when he got traded. I think he got traded, or his contract was up with the Chicago Bulls, and Portland picked him up, or Chicago traded him to Portland. I can't remember. It's been so long ago. It's been almost 18, 19 years ago. So, yeah, the last time the Jazz got in second place in the Western Conference is during the 1999 and 2000 season, and they made it to the second round, lost in the semifinals to the Portland Trailblazers. They lost one game. Portland beat them 4-1. So, with that said, like I said, this will be the last time I've say anything on my videos. And yes, this will be the only game I'm going to be playing for a while until Resident Evil comes out, which comes out January 25th. Days Gone comes out in February of next year. I think the Ghost of Shinomi, the samurai game, I think that comes out later this year. I think either by close to Christmas time frame. I am going to get that game. When or if I do get it, I might post that. But if not, for sure, I will be doing a Resident Evil game. But until then, until I do something new, this will be the game that I'm going to be playing. Sorry. If you don't like it, there's other YouTube channels that plays different games. You got my son, the Gamer Sensation 91. He plays different games. I'm not into Red Dead Redemption 2. I didn't like the first one. Well, I wouldn't say I didn't like the first one. Never played it. But just something about the game, it was just too slow for me. I don't particularly care for those type of games. I like more fast-paced games. Plus, me being a military guy, I'm more into, zombies and anything that deals with military stuff. Like the Division 2, when that comes out March of next year. Definitely getting that. You can bet on that. But said enough. Let's go ahead and get to the Jazz versus the Houston Rockets. Is once again game 54. Don't forget to hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe if you're new to the channel. And I thank all those new guys, those new people that just subscribe to the channel. Thank you. Appreciate the support. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep pushing out my channel, letting people know about it so I can get more subscribers. Let's get to the game. The Jazz versus the Houston Rockets.
It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. We're at Vivint Smart Home Arena in downtown Salt Lake City. Tonight, it'll be the Utah Jazz taking on the Houston Rockets. The Houston Rockets control the opening tip. There will be no shortage of shots for Carmelo Anthony and Mike D'Antoni's offense, Jay. Why is it a good fit for Melo in Houston?
Well, a couple of things. Number one, if there's one guy you need to trust, his name is Daryl Morey. And the Houston Rockets organization is a stat-driven culture. So he understands at this juncture where Carmelo Anthony is in his relationship to his career. Playing with two pass-first type PGs and James Harden and CP3, who averaged a combined 12.5, 13 assists last year, will open up the floor extensively for Carmelo to knock down those jump shots.
Donovan Mitchell at the line. Oops, he missed the first one. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. Here's Paul, controlling the offense. Rudy Gobert.
Whoa! Get that out of here.
Message sent, Jay.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Mitchell with it up top. Up by 3. Rubio. Shot from the lane won't go.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Anthony. Not that time. Here's Rubio into the front court. A minute gone by here in the opening quarter. Jay, last year, Rockets 65-17. Good for #1 record in the West. What's going to be good enough this year for the Rockets to get to the NBA Finals?
Well, you need CP3 to be healthy. If he's healthy, you can make an argument that the Rockets may have won the Western Conference Finals against the Golden State Warriors. But also, I think James Harden needs to continue to build on his play in the playoffs in particular. Everybody knows about how great he was during the regular season. But those last 6 games against the Golden State Warriors, he really struggled from the three-point line. He shot 37% during the regular season. He shot 20% in the Western Conference Finals.
Rubio into the front court. Down 2. Here comes the screen. Oh, he had him there for a second. He's on the deck. Great sacrifice. Houston takes over. Right down the lane, but the shot won't go.
And you see so many players quit on the play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
It goes down.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Harden into the front court. They're looking to make something happen. Oh, they call him for the foul.
A simple touch foul.
Donovan Mitchell. That's his first personal foul. Team
Tucker.
foul #1.
Deep 2 there. Won't go. Mitchell with the basketball. He'll run the offense. The shot blocked by Anthony.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Paul. Ooh, Chris Paul. Missed his first. That one goes. There's a sixth sense there that you just can't teach.
If you're a player on the same team with CP3, you should be taking that point guard out to dinner every single night. There's something to be said about a guard that makes the game way easier for you to be even more of an efficient offensive player.
Knocked loose. Mitchell with it up top. Down just a couple. Short jumper stays out.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Rockets have the ball. Paul to Anthony. Sizing up the defense. The drive right to the basket. Short jumper off the mark.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Harden in possession. They trail by 2. James Harden, 2 for 2. That's what you want. To Rubio. Here comes the screen. Curling inside. Oh, a lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul.
It's because he took his eye off his target, Ed. As an offensive player, you have to glare at where the defender's coming to, but quickly redirect yourself to your actual target. He was more consumed with the defender than he was the actual rim.
Clint Capella at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 48% free throw shooter. Utah's got it. Rubio to Joe Ingles. Beyond the arc for three. Tough shot for Joe Ingles. No good. To Paul. Knocked loose. Jazz have it. Joe Ingles. Rockets have it. Jay, 48 wins for Utah last year. Good for 5th in the West. What's the forecast now?
I know Jazz fans may hate me on this one, but they'll be 5th or worse. And the reason why I'm saying this is that every team above them has 2 superstars or more. Think about Houston, CP3, James Harden, Golden State, okay? They have 5 All-Stars on their team. Portland, Dame Lillard, CJ McCollum. Also OKC, Paul George, and you think about Russell Westbrook. Who is going to be that second superstar to go along with Donovan Mitchell is a big-time question for Quinn Snyder.
First one, count it. And gets both to drop at the line. With the rock, it's Chris Paul. Probing the defense. Going to launch beyond the arc, knocks it down. And Jay, so much better to get that shot beyond the arc than inside 22 feet.
There is no doubt about it, Ed. This is the best isolation weapon versus lockdown defenders ever made.
So tough to...
Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Jay, they're lucky they get the ball back. Gobert. A pass taken away by the Rockets. Paul into the front court. Leads 4. And they call the foul. Felt the breeze there, Jay.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 3.
Tucker. Gets it in the right corner. Trying to cash in. Yes, Carmelo Anthony. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make. Knowing Carmelo Anthony, the competitor, you know he wants to do the same things as he was doing 5 years ago. Can he?
Well, the answer easy is no. Your mind is telling you yes, but your body is saying the exact opposite. The next step for Carmelo Anthony is to understand that he needs to keep it simple. If he's a catch-and-shoot player, help provide spacing and open up that lane for other players to attack.
To Anthony. Rudy Gobert with the block. Second block in this quarter. Rudy Gobert.
Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Number 42, Nene.
Rockets with 4 to shoot. Here's CP3. The screen sets him up for 2.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
Grayson Allen. Now a steal as the Rockets have it. Rockets in control of the basketball to P.J. Tucker. Inside, he scores.
Probably option 3 right there on the court, but every player is a threat. No excuse for that easy bucket.
Now a whistle and a timeout for Utah as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. Shifting gears, here comes some substitutions. A bad pass as the Rockets come away with it. To Capella. Tony Bradley.
Whoa! Get that out of here!
Message sent, Jay.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
And a whistle.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
That's his
Tucker.
First foul in the final 2
Paul.
minutes.
Shot off the mark. Good defense. Utah with the possession. Knocks it down from mid-range.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
Now Paul with the basketball. It's an 8-point lead.
Ed, you ready for another fun fact about the Houston Rockets?
Let's do it.
Okay, the team was established in 1967, was given the name the Rockets because San Diego was the home to many space-age manufacturers. When the team eventually moved to Houston, the name still fit, giving Houston's association with NASA.
Wow, so Houston, we have a problem? All of that associated with space? Who knew?
Are you saying that because Carmelo Anthony's in town?
No, Apollo 13.
Oh, okay.
Able to convert on both free throws. Dakari Johnson able to recover with the block. That's his third block this evening. Whoa, what a finish. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You can finally see this team starting to get their rhythm and their groove offensively. This is a good run to get them back in the ballgame.
Paul. Oh, good defense by the Jazz as they come away with the steal. From the painted area, won't go down. Houston with the basketball. To Paul. Curling inside. Tony Brown.
Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Yeah, they're lucky they get the ball back.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. He sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. And throws it down.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Footer at the buzzer. It's good at the buzzer. He got it out well before the red light came on.
He will direct you and lead you to success.
Hey, double screen.
To Rubio. That's blocked by Capella.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Rockets have the ball. Epe Udo.
Oh, get that out of here.
Message sent, Jay.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Nene. Mitchell with the basketball. Leads three. And look out.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end. One bad play does not make two bad plays. You have to bounce back. That's how you play this game.
Kicks it around the perimeter. Short jumper misses. To Rubio. Shot from the lane won't go. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Eric Gordon finished second in the Sixth Man of the Year voting after winning the previous year. But what's even more astonishing is watching his development at his time in Houston. In New Orleans, often it looked like he was lost. But there's no doubt about it. In H-Town last year, he found a second life.
From the painted area, won't go down. Knocked loose. Jazz have it. He was all over him. Missed the shot, no free throws.
And even his easy shots look difficult. It seems like the defense has completely disrupted his game. The bumping and pushing him has really thrown him off.
buries it on the catch and shoot.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Rockets in control of the basketball. Gets it in the left corner. Carter Williams. Screen coming. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Gordon's shot misses. Gobert. That one out of bounds off a Rocket. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Levine. A pass taken away by the Rockets. Shootout sends it away. Ooh, 5 now. And too much contact.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
Levine. That's his 3rd personal foul. Team foul number 2. Utah Jazz are in the penalty. 1 minute remaining in the 3rd quarter.
Hall knocks it down off the step back.
And don't you dare think about the 4th quarter yet. The only quarter that matters is the one you're playing in right now. Finish strong.
Down low for Udo. Return label included.
The offense might want to adjust here. That's his 4th block of the evening.
Here's a chance from long range, and the rebound pulled in by Capella. Hall with it up top. Game's all tied in the final minute here in the 3rd. Oh, whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2. It's Jazz ball. Screen coming.
Big hit right there.
Mitchell to the basket, but he can't get it to go. Easy path to the rim.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Zach Levine at the line. First try at the line, no good. Gets a second to go with 1 more to come. Desperation shot here from half court. 3 quarters down with the Rockets in front. It's Utah basketball as we begin the 4th quarter. We've got a 1-possession game going on. This has the look of a race that's going down to the wire.
And it looked that way from the very beginning, but this is where the coaches and the best players on the floor really earn their money down the stretch. It's game time.
Here's CP3. A tough shot. Hand in his face. He makes them pay.
Look, the Rockets don't take too many mid-range jumpers. Actually, last season, they led the league in 3-point attempts. Glad to see them actually find a 2-point shot relevant these days.
Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
There was so much debate going on about who is the best gem in the 2017 NBA draft. Was that Jason Tatum? But a lot of people think it's Donovan Mitchell. I have to agree. What a great find by Dennis Lindsey, the GM for the Jazz. At 13 overall, he wound up leading all rookies in scoring, averaging 20.5 points per game.
Now a steal as the Rockets have it.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Jazz pick it up. To Gobert. Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
Yes, I love this move. Send him to the line. Chances are probably good he doesn't make both, and you also stop the clock while getting another possession.
Rudy Gobert at the line. First free throw is good. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. With the rock, it's Chris Paul. To Anthony. Has a look. Oh, he was wide open. And it's not going to be pretty when they watch the video. Someone's getting chewed out. Jay, mixed opinions with Carmelo Anthony. How will you remember his career?
Well, as of right now, he's a catch-and-shoot type player. But for me personally, Carmelo Anthony will go down as one of the greatest isolation players of all time. Back in his Denver days, his earlier New York Knicks days, there was nobody better in an isolated set than CA.
Paul into the front court. Our score all even here in the fourth quarter. Has a chance. Gobert shot, no good. He missed it. Carter Williams with it up top. He'll run the offense. Oh, they called the foul.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Number 13, James Harden.
Tucker.
For Utah.
Paul. Rebounds taken by Utah. It down with authority.
For any fans out there that thought Donovan Mitchell didn't put any stock into the fact that he was not the Rookie of the Year, you are wrong. Donovan Mitchell is that type of guy that uses everything in his power to fuel him to be the best on the court each and every day. If that was a campaign he built with Adidas, rookie question mark, it doesn't matter. That perceived failure is something that will only make this kid better tomorrow.
Here comes the screen. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
Every once in a while, a player comes into the league without a lot of hype, but starts showing and, more importantly, proving himself every single night. Spider Mitchell is one of those type of generational players, and what's crazy to even think that a year ago, he almost decided to skip the NBA draft to becoming not one of the best players on his team, but one of the greatest players in the league itself. And how about this for a fact that will throw your mind? He finished his rookie season with a far better PER, that's a player efficiency rating, than other rookies, these rookies when they come into the league. That's John Stockton and Karl Malone. That says something.
Oh, had him going there for a second. Down low, Crowder. Can't miss those. To Anthony. Trying to cash in with the step back.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Drive to the basket, but the shot rattles around and out. Chance for Chris Paul. Add 2 points to the board. Jay, he's played for a number of teams in the Western Conference, no less. What do you make of Paul and his willingness to embrace a challenge?
Well, for the first 12 years of his career, he was ball dominant. The ball was forced to be in his hands every possession because nobody else, other than CP3, could make a play. Now there's a shared responsibility with the playmaking skills, and that only allows him to play looser, to play freer, to play more like he played in college, hunting his own shots and thinking pass second, score first.
Dakari Johnson tips it. Ooh, 5 now.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
No good. Oh, it looked like he may have gotten him there. Oh, not a good pass there as it's stolen by Utah.
Tie ball game. Make this possession count.
Off the assist.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Donovan Mitchell with the rock. Surveys the floor. Has a look. Wide open look, won't go.
And I'm telling you from personal experience, those are the ones that keep you up late at night. A point-blank miss right there. You gotta make those.
To Harden. Anthony. They get it down to Harden. Inside, he scores.
What a pass. I have no clue how that ball even made it through the traffic.
Here comes the screen. Curling inside. That's blocked by Nene.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Crowder shot off the mark.
Oh, I see how you're playing this chess match. That's what you keep doing defensively. Keep baiting him and luring him into shooting that jump shot. Exploit him.
Jazz will take a timeout. That's their first. Leaves them with 1 remaining the rest of the way.
I think everyone in this building knows it's going to come down to the last 2 minutes. This game is going to be won with who decides to really show up on the defensive end of the ball.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Rubio. Tough shot. Well defended.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Capella to Harden.
2 minutes remaining.
Anthony to Paul. Anthony. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Oh, he hits the 3.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
It's in the hands of Harden. To Anthony. Gets it down to Capella. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Zach LaVine. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
You know, when I think about Zach LaVine, I almost think about a high-priced sports car that is stuck in 3rd gear. Now, the things he can do in 3rd gear is off the charts. I'd rather have that problem than not have it. But it always leaves you wondering, what if we got this car to 4th, 5th, maybe even 6th gear? Now, that could be something.
To Zach LaVine. Here comes the screen. Oh, he had him there for a second. LaVine. To Rubio. Lets it fly from long range. Great defense, forcing the miss.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball, let him prove that it wasn't the D, it was more in his own head.
Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end. One bad play does not make two bad plays. You have to bounce back. That's how you play this game.
Here comes the screen. And he finishes at the rim.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Now a whistle and a timeout for Utah. They trail by 1. Who's it going to be as they get ready for the final shot? Levine. To Gobert. No good, and no foul. And they call it.
His timing was a tad bit off.
That's his second personal foul. Team foul number 2. Utah Jazz are in the penalty.
It's the Rockets who are victorious as they just squeak this one out by a point. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.